Right, going back. Alright, so today we're not doing solo runs in Warzone Mobile. Instead, we are doing solo leveling Arise. This was just recent, like just a day ago. Alright, let's just use English for now for the voice languages. Let's see if we can enjoy that while we see make this first impression video. Confirm. And if you're wondering, I'm not using a computer. It does say that yeah, because I actually started this out before, and I thought, all right, this seems to be great. Let's just play it again. But eventually, it started skipping the parts of the tutorial. So I did find a way to just go back and reinstall it, and there we are.
I still can't believe this happened to me. The portals that connect our world to the other dimension are called gates. Beyond these gates are dungeons where evil creatures lurk. The awakened beings who hunt down these creatures are called hunters.
Yeah. And all of this just started all of a sudden, and this basically became part of the people's lives. So now we are skipping to the main story.
Looking forward to it as always.
And this is Sung Ji-won, our protagonist.
Sup, Sung?
Hey, how are ya?
Alright, just to give you a brief background, this is a webtoon novel written by Chugong, originating in South Korea. Given its popularity, it was also published by DNC Media of South Korea, and then eventually licensed in English by Yen Press. Also, just recently, it was adapted into an anime by A1 Studios in Japan. And right now, we do have Netmarble making this remarkable game.
Alright then, let's head in. Let's move!
And fun fact, these segments right here are actually segments that were pulled out from the actual comic, the actual manhwa. Here, let me flash you one. See? Okay, so here goes.
I'm going to have to catch up.
Alright, for those who don't know, I'm actually using a controller. And let's just check on the settings. The only thing I did change here are the frame rate and the resolution. From high to normal and from 30 frames to 60. So I'm actually using an iPhone SE 2022. So the screen here is a 4.7 inch screen. Yes, it's very small. Just checking if I can change the voices to Japanese. Performance, the chip itself is really powerful. Yeah.
A lizard man. Did they miss one? I need to get rid of him to get past. All right. I'm feeling pretty good today.
Right, to give you a scale of his strength, as explained earlier in the webtoon or the webcomic, Sung Ji-won is the weakest
What the? That came out of nowhere.
hunter, the weakest hunter in the world, as they say, because he is literally so weak in the anime and the manhwa that even the lowest ranked dungeon, this is not even the lowest, but even the lowest ranked dungeon can get him injured. And in this case, dungeons like this, where average dungeon dwellers or hunters who can manage it, well, for him, he will be on the brink of death.
This one is different from the others. It's so strong. No, I can't die like this.
Oh yeah,
Someone
you
help
can.
me.
That's why he is always on the sidelines or just watching, and always supported by other hunters.
Don't give up.
Alright, there we go. So this is the part where they entered a low-ranked dungeon. Well, this was actually a low-ranked dungeon. And then they stumbled onto this. Another dungeon within the dungeon.
Door before?
Entering this, they didn't have any idea how
Let's go
dangerous it
in.
would be. They were just expecting that there may be better loot. Because this dungeon hunting has now become a business in their world.
The torch is lit up. Nice.
Yeah.
never
Upon
seen
entering, yeah, they
anything
were
like
met with the
this down here.
statues. In the center of it all is a sitting statue known as the Tower of God.
Is that the boss? What? The door's closed.
Yeah, that segment right there is really great.
What I saw inside that gate showed me what it really means to be afraid.
And so yeah, the statues started moving and started killing every single one of them. With the gate closed, they have nowhere to go. And the Tower of God started moving.
Over here.
Yeah, the manhwa and the anime really depicted this brutally. So for those who don't like blood and violence, just a heads up. And here the gate suddenly opened, but since Jiwoo lost his legs, he can't move. He decided to be the sacrificial lamb to take on the statues, distract them, while the rest will escape. And here, he was basically left to die. Yeah. Right there, on the brink of death. But all of a sudden, this magical intervention happened. Things started flashing in his eyes. Yeah, he only had, I think, a fraction of a second to answer that in the anime, in the webtoon. So he had to answer, and that's what he got. He's now what the system calls as a player. And basically, this system is what helped him get stronger. Because in this world of solo leveling, once you are deemed this level of a hunter, this level of an adventurer or hunter, you stay there. You do not grow. There is no concept of leveling up.
All a
So
dream.
when he got the power,
A hospital.
people believed that
So you've
he
regained
may have been
consciousness.
stronger.
Who are you?
But yeah, let's see if we can
Apologize
skip
I
this.
startled you.
The Hunters
You know what?
Association's
Never mind. Let's just
surveillance team.
let's just make the story move
Why do
on.
they want to talk to me? I've been asleep for 3 whole days? Is everyone else alright?
They're both safe, but Mr. Song Chio lost an arm. As for Miss Lee Ju-hee, she seems to have been heavily traumatized, so she is currently receiving therapy. Hunters are aware that their job entails danger, but disasters like this rarely happen. After receiving a report from the survivors, we went to the scene, but by the time we got there, the monsters were already gone. You were lying inside the dungeon. You were alone. The statue of God and the other stone statues were nowhere to be found.
That's impossible.
That's why we think you may have undergone a second awakening.
Yeah,
This is a
second awakening.
manometer. All you have to do is place your hand on top of this essence stone here.
How are the results?
I think we've taken up too much of your time. I'm sorry.
What the? Getting me excited for
But
no
apparently,
reason.
after scanning his power levels, it didn't change a lot, or it didn't even change.
Ginu, are you up? Do you know how worried I was? I told you to be careful. If you get hurt one more time, I'm going to make you quit the hunter business.
Hey, Tina, can you see this?
What are you talking about?
Never mind. When you have an unread message in a game, what do you have?
I have no idea why you want to know, but you have to open the message box first.
You have to open the message? Oh. Congratulations, you have now become a player?
Anyway, I'll be off. Get some rest, Ginu.
And yep, this is his first quest. A daily quest, basic training, basic exercise. And this is one of the things that really made him change his
What is all
appearance
this?
from a scrawny looking man like this
How
to
am I
what we
supposed to
see
do
in
any
the
of this in
covers
hospital?
of the manga,
I'll think
right?
about what this means
Especially in
after
the
I get
anime.
some sleep.
There you go. Let's go to the next part. And yes, apparently in the story, he failed to do the first daily quest, and now he was penalized for it.
An earthquake? I'm in the desert? Some kind of joke?
Good. There you go. Hey, change in environment. Seems nice. Doesn't seem to be like the earlier dungeon.
I got this! Survive for the allotted amount of time? Dodge their attacks? Damn it! How long do I have to run?
I don't
What does
need
it
to
expect
attack.
me to
I did
get
try
out of
this when
here
I
alive?
first opened it, and I panicked because I thought I had to kill it. But then, yeah, you don't need to.
I got this! Penalty quest? Is this a joke?
No, it's not. And you're the only one seeing the sand. Right, here are the key mappings. Which is great that they do have controller support with the correct mappings.
It's been 4 days since I regained
Ah,
consciousness.
yeah.
Firstly, the screen I see in front of me is not an illusion. I can see it crystal clear, but nobody else can. This strange phenomenon has taken control of me. Come to think of it, I wonder if I'm going to get something useful this time. I get a random loot box every time I complete a quest. This instance dungeon entry key is from one of those boxes. It's time to figure out what this is. If all this is a sign of reawakening, it's worth a try.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to turn off my
The weakest
notifications.
hunter of all mankind reawakened. People would mock me if I told them. I'm great at running away, so if things get dangerous, I'll just get out of here.
Right. Going to the next dungeon. And yes, this is the only thing I didn't like about this tutorial. You can, well, admittedly, you cannot venture into the other segments of the game. I can't even change settings yet. Here goes.
No way. Is it sealed? Am I in a different dimension? This is not a regular dungeon, huh? I have to clear it in order to get out.
Yeah.
Ah,
You know, I find it funny that
stench.
some stories really
Type
have to
monsters,
dictate
maybe?
what has to happen. I know it's cliche, but it's basically an essential for the story.
wolves? I can barely take on a couple of... Damn it! Don't give up! I won't lose! Get out of my way! Get out of my way! Get out of my way! Don't give up! I won't lose!
Okay, this is gonna be my first boss. Red Mane Lycan.
But I can't get hurt this time. No matter what. I was given a second chance at life. I refuse to die so easily. Get out of my way! Nice! I won't lose! Get out of my way! Don't give up! I won't lose! Get out of my way!
Right, so that's pretty much the first gameplay, and my initial impressions with the game is great. I mean, graphic-wise, I can't ask for much. This is a mobile game, by the way, but it's better than other mobile games in terms of graphic quality, gameplay. I barely saw any glitches aside from the stuttering, which is probably stress to the battery and to the processor, but that's a given because I put the settings at high. It's not a problem. It's not a game-breaking problem, and that's great. I have low expectations if I'm gonna be satisfied with the gacha aspect of the game. Most of my expenses are already on Warzone. But yeah, so great game. I will be making a few more videos. I mean, I won't be recording the whole tutorial because it would take so long and it will just drain the interest out of you. So I just did the first few ones so you get a grasp of what the gameplay is, how it feels, and if it's something you'd like or not. Alright, so without further ado, that's pretty much it, and thank you so much for watching. If you did like the video, please hit the thumbs up button, and if you do want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. Once again, this is Carlo. Thank you so much for watching Exfiltrating. See you in the next deployment.